Jumbo. You know, I was a baby once.
Next. Luscious, will you join me?
Yes, Miss Millie. Oh, shall I take his temperature?
We don't use those old mercury thermometers anymore, Luscious. We now use the new wearable, single-patient Traxit thermometer. The good news is the Traxit is super accurate and there's no shakedown time. This is because the Traxit is a phase change dot matrix thermometer, where the color of the dots changes from green to black. Let me explain. Before you start taking a patient's temperature, you should have the following ready: a watch with a second hand, your reading glasses if required, the patient file and a pen. Always remember that before you use any medical device, you must wash your hands. After you've washed your hands, take a Traxit thermometer from the box. Traxit is an adhesive thermometer with a gentle sticky backing. Remember to wash your hands, then peel off the thermometer from the backing and place on the side of the body deep in the armpit, just below the fold in the arm. Make sure that the area where you place the Traxit is talc-free, oil-free, hairless and clean. Close the arm and wait 3 minutes for the first reading. Lift the arm to read. After that, readings are instant, and you just need to lift the arm to read the temperature, even while the patient is sleeping. One of the best things about the Traxit thermometer is that you can leave it in place under the arm of the patient for up to 48 hours. This provides continuous, instant monitoring of the patient as long as they have normal, healthy skin where the Traxit is stuck on. The Traxit is ideal to use on patients of all ages, babies, children, and adults. But remember, when using the Traxit on adults, the area under the arm must be clean shaven. Even patients who are sleeping or comatose can be easily monitored. The Traxit will even stay in place during bathing. To remove the Traxit, first wash your hands, then gently peel off and discard. Let me explain how you read the temperature. After the Traxit has been under the patient's arm for 3 minutes, the rows of green dots will start to turn black, moving from left to right to indicate the patient's temperature. The numbers on the thermometer are the value of the dot right next to it, going up 1/10 of a degree at a time, towards the right. The last black dot, with the highest number on the grid, represents the patient's actual temperature. Starting from 35.0, it goes up to 35.1, 35.2, 35.3, and 35.4. Then it skips across to the column on the right to 35.5, 35.6, 35.7, 35.8, and 35.9. The next row starts with 36.0. Don't be confused and start counting at 36.1, even though this is a new row of numbers. This new row starts at 36.0, then goes to 36.1, 36.2, 36.3, and 36.4. After that, the next column starts at 36.5, and this pattern of the temperature going up at 0.1 degree at a time repeats itself all through the rows on both columns. This temperature is 35.4. This temperature is 37.0. This temperature is 38.9. Luscious, do you understand how to read it now?
No, Miss Millie.
Let me explain it again. After the Traxit has been under the patient's arm for 3 minutes, the rows of green dots will start to turn black, moving from left to right to indicate the patient's temperature. The numbers on the thermometer are the value of the dot right next to it, going up 1/10 of a degree at a time, towards the right. The last black dot, with the highest number on the grid, represents the patient's actual temperature. By using the Traxit thermometer, we reduce the risk of cross-infection and reinfection that often occurs with other thermometers. That wasn't so bad now, was it? What a good boy you are, Jabu. Oh, see, Luscious, together we can make it better.